So getting ready to go, Sebastian Fundora versus Habib Ahmed. Fundora, of course, the attraction here, as he is a full 6'6" at 154 pounds. That is unheard of, taking on Habib Ahmed. Coming into this fight out of Accra, Ghana. Last-minute replacement. He was a standby opponent and got his star when Fundora's opponent, Jorge Cota, tested positive for COVID. So Ahmed steps up, but he's in razor-sharp shape. Makes his debut at 154 pounds, while Sebastian Fundora, 6'6". He's only 22 years old, just under 154 pounds. And Joe Goosen, Lennox Lewis, he makes weight every time, miraculously, even at 6'6". Yep. Your thoughts in that? Last time we saw him, Joe, he was fighting on the inside and fighting effectively.
No, look, Fundora can do anything. This guy is getting better by the fight. He's 6'7".
Six officially, but
6'7".
Yeah.
But he doesn't mind fighting on the inside. He's very capable of it. Now, your instinct would say he should use the reach, the height, the movement, but he doesn't. And he's got a solid chin, and he's really hard hitter.
And we saw that against Nathaniel Gallimore last time out, Lennox.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this guy is tall. You expect him to be boxing on the outside, but he's very comfortable on the inside.
So this place big enough for the Statue of Liberty and Sebastian Fundora. How about that, Sean Porter? Yeah, I can say that to Sean because he's very far away. Let's go to the ring. And Jimmy Lennon.
Ladies and gentlemen, from AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas, Premier Boxing Champions, along with TGB Promotions, presents the co-main event of the evening, brought to you by Proper Number 12 Irish Whiskey, the finest, the tastiest, the smoothest liquid gold in the world. This bout is presented in association with Samson Boxing. It is sanctioned by the WBA, the president, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza. Judging at ringside, Tom Carasone, Jesse Reyes, and Kevin Scott. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBA Super Welterweight World Title Eliminator. Introducing to you first on my left, he is fighting out of the red corner, entering the ring wearing blue trunks and hailing from Accra, Ghana. He weighed in at a ready 152.5 pounds. With a record of 27 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, he has 18 wins coming by way of knockout, known as the Wild Hurricane. Introducing Habib Ahmed. His opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing dark blue trunks with gold trim, fighting out of Coachella, California. Standing at 6 feet 6 inches tall, he weighed in at 153.5 pounds. Undefeated in his campaign to the ring with a record of 15 wins, no losses, 1 draw, and 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the undefeated Southpaw world rank contender, introducing the Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora. And a referee in charge now to give instructions, Lawrence Cole.
All right, Sebastian Habib, I gave you instructions earlier in the dressing room. Please obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times, understood? Touch them up. Best of luck to both of y'all.
Well, you wonder here what Habib Ahmed can bring to the table. Again, he is a guy who has fought all of his professional fights at 160 and 168. But they say he is naturally a guy who can be 154. And Lennox, look at the physique on this guy. He is razor sharp.
Hey, listen, he's short, he's stocky. This is something that Fundora has to watch out for. You know, he has to watch out for his defense, especially in the early rounds. You don't want a guy like this to catch you early because he's got that low center of gravity and power coming from that.
Lennox, he's 6 feet tall. Like, he's not short. He looks short by comparison.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He's Joe, like 6 feet tall at 154 is normal.
I was going to use that line.
Oh,
Hurt already.
He looks hurt. Fundora with the uppercut. Staying on the inside. And Ahmed in all sorts of trouble in the opening seconds.
Can you imagine how this looks to Ahmed? I mean, you know, this is an incredible sight to have this guy in front of you.
And throwing bombs. And this is how he looked in his last fight against the very sturdy Nathaniel Gallimore, who had been around the division for a long time and had fought very well. And he just threw good uppercuts and hooks, fought on the inside, and was just way too dangerous. Fundora, you see, just towering over the 6-foot-tall Habib Ahmed.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting to work quick. He's throwing his combinations. He sees an opportunity. He realizes he's taller than this guy, so he's using the reach. He doesn't need to go inside so quick. He's winning from the outside. As he gets comfortable, he'll probably step inside.
Joe, I thought you were going to say, imagine the effect on Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. They're in there saying, oh, we got plenty of time. Hold on. Get ready.
No, you never have plenty of time with Fundora, to tell you the truth. I mean, the way he dismantled Gallimore last time he fought was just incredible. And look, he started out quick here. He already hurt, Ahmed, and I bet he's going to hurt him again some more this round before
hard hook.
said and done.
Yeah, hard hook of the uppercut is devastating. It was against Gallimore in August, and it has been against Ahmed already.
Yeah, Ahmed's starting off, is finding it difficult starting off because he got hit with an uppercut in the first 30 seconds. So he weathered that storm. Now he's, trying to figure out some way of getting inside. And what he needs to do is actually move forward and jab forward and try and get to Fundora's body.
Lennox, imagine trying to solve this puzzle, though. Yeah. I mean, this guy's your height, And Ahmed is just looking way up and going, how? Not only I've got to get through this guy, but he's hitting harder than I can.
It's worth noting that, Ahmed's only loss was to a southpaw. In his, I know you don't like that.
I promised myself I would not take the bait, Lennox. I don't want to do it.
Don't.
Was he 6'6", Joe?
He might as well have been. He was 6'3", I think. No, seriously.
All right.
Yeah. It was Gil Ramirez, who's a 68-pounder. Look, I'm going to tell you, though, Habib had a real hard time with him and eventually got stopped.
Well, Gilbert Ramirez is a tremendous fighter, too, and he got knocked out in the 6 rounds last. That is a high level of competition. Fundora, though, is really coming into his own. And Fundora looked just electric in those opening seconds. Go back to the early seconds here. Again, Fundora coming in. Ahmed just trying to figure out what was going on. And look at that lead uppercut.
You're right.
Wow.
You call it right. That's a lead uppercut. It's very dangerous to do that. And Fundora had his right hand down. Habib could have scored with a hook, but he just ran into a hard left uppercut.
I mean, he is calm, isn't he?
Yeah, Fundora, he looked relaxed with that, and he recognized it straight away to throw the uppercut, and that was a good shot.
Now, here's what we often refer to in boxing and say, like, who's really tall for their weight class? Mark Breland, welterweight champ, 6'2". Thomas the Hitman Hearns was at welterweight when he fought Sugar Ray Leonard for that great unification fight. He was 6'1". Tony Harrison now is 6'1". He's at 154. Jermell Charlo, who is the 154-pound world champion, the champ, is 5'11". And this kid's 6'6". I mean, you just got at 6'6", it doesn't happen.
Let me tell you, I thought Mark Breland was tall when I was coming up in the amateurs. I was like, he's big, he's lanky, and he's the best amateur in the world.
This is just freakish, though. Round 2, Sebastian Fundora is the taller man with the navy blue trunks, and Habib Ahmed in the, what is that, Joe? Is that sky blue? You tell me.
Royal blue.
Royal blue, very nice. Out of Accra, Ghana. That's the home city of the former welterweight titleist Ike Corte.
And Azuma Nelson.
There you go, Professor, Hall of Famer. You trained a lot of fighters out of Ghana, didn't you, Joe?
Yeah, I did. I trained Ben Taki. In fact, I trained Azuma Nelson for one of his last fights in his career. What a great guy, the actual professor.
Yeah. One of the all-time greats.
Kofi Jean-Claude, James Arma, a lot of great fighters out of Ghana.
And what do you notice about Ghanan boxers?
That they're always in great shape and they're tough as nails and they'll keep coming at you.
I'll tell you, Fundora, they're landing these power shots, uppercuts and hooks with great leverage as well. Ahmed backing up and he's in real trouble. I'll tell you what, I mean, Lawrence Cole's got to take a very close look here. Ahmed could get hurt. Fundora comes in, calm, throwing bombs on the ropes.
He's just so confident with his power.
Walking in and letting it fly. Another hard shot. Cole takes a closer look. Ahmed's got to move his head. Cole is in and it's over. That's it. Good stoppage. Fundora throwing bombs throughout this fight, and it's an early stoppage.
I think his corner may have stopped the fight over here, to tell you the truth, Brian.
Thanks, Tony.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was a situation where he was trying to weather the storm, but the storm kept coming and it wasn't stopping, so the referee got concerned and stopped it.
You're right, Lennox, and you're told in the locker room, if you get caught up on the ropes and you do not punch back, I will stop the fight. So those are instructions you get before you even walk out to the ring.
I think with what we heard there from the corner, it did get relayed into Lawrence Cole.
Right.
Either way, they all had the right idea at the same time, right? And this is especially coming off the fight that we just came off of.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting whacked here. These are damaging shots.
They're just, it's hard to answer back because the reach factor, you're getting hit with a guy that's got double the reach on you. It's just hard to counter him.
Yeah, but you got to attempt something. He didn't attempt anything. That's why the referee stopped it.
He was waiting for Fundora to stop throwing punches at him. He never had an opportunity.
I agree with that.
But Fundora is confident. I mean, he's got full leverage. He is teeing off.
I don't care what. He just knocked out a guy who's 27-1 with 18 knockouts. Okay, that's a big win for him.
Look at this shot. Right, and Zurdo Ramirez knocked him out in the 6th. I mean, it's a knockout as a knockout.
Yeah.
That's a high-level guy who took him out in 6 rounds. Fundora almost had him out in the opening minute.
That's right.
Tell you what, it's not so crazy to start thinking about Fundora versus the top fighters in the division.
Yeah.
I mean, Jermell Charlo is here, and he's got to be looking up saying, yeah, he's a kid, but man, that's 6'6".
Yeah, no,
with power.
It's true. It really pushes him, forward just because he's got so many physical advantages,
And it would be a fascinating matchup, tantalizing, for fans to think about.
I think he needs a couple more, since he is so young. That's only his, 16th fight. I think you give him a few more fights.
I agree with you.
I agree with you.
Throw him in with the world champ right now, and there's Lawrence Cole stepping in, right? Whether it was just from Cole or just from the corner, either way, the right thing was done. So the main event is next. Let's go to Jimmy
I'd like to thank everybody who was watching. I hope you guys got
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 30 seconds in round number 2. A referee in charge, Lawrence Cole, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout and the winner of the WBA Super Welterweight World Title Eliminator, and still undefeated, the Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora.